If you're having coffee with me, I'd welcome you to my tangle of words. Put your feet up, relax. Tell me, would you say you have an untold story? When I was 13, I wrote a book, or at least I tried to. It was a sci-fi story, a little silly and very dreamy. Had I known the term Afrofuturism back then, I'd have claimed it for my novel attempts. The opening line went something like, he switched off the newspaper, stood up, and walked out of the room. When I shared it with my beta readers, aka classmates, for peer review, they laughed and laughed and laughed some more. You don't switch off the newspaper, you fold it, they said. I tried to explain. The story was set in the future. The newspaper wasn't a paper. It was on a screen, so you could switch it off. For context, this was in the late 90s. I had never seen a computer in real life. And yet somehow, I had imagined something eerily close to what we now call an e-book reader or a tablet. If you're having coffee with me, I'll tell you how weirdly they looked at me as I described a flat surface where words appeared, something you could hold but not fold. Even now, I cannot fully explain where that idea came from, only that I've always had a habit of dreaming slightly ahead of my time. Now we are here, and ebooks exist, but so do audiobooks. And some audiobooks are even read in the voice of the authors themselves. Pretty soon, if not already, I am sure you'll be able to get an ebook AI software that reads to you, perfectly mimicking the voices as the author intended, or better yet, a virtual version of the author you can interact with, telling the story in their own words. If you're having coffee with me, I'll tell you that this future, in some ways, already exists. There's an initiative where instead of borrowing a book, you can borrow a person. They're called human books. Real people with real stories will sit across from you and allow you to read them through conversation. It is called the Human Library, an initiative by the Human Library Organization. And as someone who often says that there's an unwritten book inside everyone, as a gentle nudge to get people to write, I now find myself reimagining what a book will be like. If you're having coffee with me, I'll tell you that perhaps the next generation of storytelling will no longer be confined to pages and screens. Stories will be virtual reality spaces. Imagine not hearing a story, but standing inside it, experiencing it, walking through memories and even asking questions. Oh, if you could see inside my mind, picture it. Something a cross between a pensive dish from Harry Potter, a Black Mirror episode, and the books you find in the restricted section of the Library of the Dead. Books made of flesh.